Welcome back again to another video. If you're a girl here or you're a guy that you know about here, I just want to tell you that never ever in my life I'm not going to buy anything they call frontal hair again. I'm supposed to shoot this video since, but I'm looking for how I'm going to pack this hair to make it look, I don't even know if it's looking like hair. Anything we don't pass T frontal like that will be saying go get center part, go come like that, I go just wear. I know they do. All of a sudden, if people will do like this, you put hair here, you put hair here. I know they do again. Anyways, me do be like say I waste my wig. I just they run like that and see they go. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is your baby girl, your home girl, the special one, you know. So far, I actually got a comment from one of my Japan nation here. She watched my video on the total amount of money you need to travel outside Nigeria. So she left a comment that she actually need I should give her collation. The total amount of money she actually needs that she wants to travel on Turkey visa, Turkey tourist visa. That what's the total amount of money that she needs. And so I told her the video will be up anytime soon and every one of that. So instead of me to just reply her directly, I know that there are so many people that will be like in this scenario. And then as usual, according to my research, I can see that so many people do not actually know that they can actually apply for this visa themselves. Most people actually use agents. That's because they feel like it's very difficult. So guys, in today's video I'll be telling you two methods, two ways in which you can actually apply for your Turkey visa, whether tourist, whether the business, whether anything. Two ways in which you can apply for your tourist visa, and these two ways is online and offline. Sorry, online, if either you do it online on your phone or either you do it in physical when you actually go to the embassy. For those of you that have tried online, I'm sure that when you try online they will actually ask for a supporting document, right? Whereas in physical you don't have an idea of any document that they'll be asking of. So guys, so for those that want to try online and they ask for supporting documents, and for those of you that have tried it and they actually ask for supporting document, the supporting document that they ask for is either you should have a resident permit from US, UK or Northern Ireland in it. Yeah, I know they talk like UK people. So since you people do not have resident permit, especially most of maybe you're traveling from Nigeria, you're traveling from Ghana, are you going to get resident permits or supporting documents and everything? So then when you actually think about this, that you can apply for this visa online. So why are they asking for supporting documents? That okay, people that does not have what's it called, this resident permits for UK, US, or maybe they are not diplomats, all these diplomat passport holders and everything. We that we hold ordinary passports, uncle, are you trying to say we're not going to travel to Turkey, or is it until we use agent? And you know, funny enough, when you actually ask this agent how much they actually do video, you know how much they do it. But then I'm not going to spare anybody's business because a migrant style I'm using this thing, so it's like that. But you know that I came here to tell you how you can do it. Very simple, but I'm not spoiling their business. So the reason why they actually ask for that supporting document is this one actually just started though. The online application, this thing was just introduced, was it around February? So usually before, right, when you do Turkey visa was very easy, but because Turkey is located in the center of Europe/Asia, so they have so many immigrants, they are just entering their country anyhow. So because of that, they actually want to put like a restriction to it, or just limit the number of people that will be coming into their country. And this one will make me to ask you, I think that most of you that are watching me, because I'm mostly going you want to get tourist visa to Turkey, right? You want to get tourist visa to Turkey. That's why I'm making this video. And do you hear that story? Website just that small gist website just say Turkey is in the middle of Asia versus Europe. I don't know, in between both of them. So they have a lot of immigrants coming into their country. So therefore they are trying to regulate it. Do you understand that English? So now the tourist visa you used to know, the Turkey tourist visa you used to know, is not the type that you know before. You know that when you collect your when you actually get tourist visa before, right? When you get your Turkey tourist visa, Turkey tourist visa, when you get it, when you stay maybe like 1 year, 6 months, after 6 months you can actually apply for residence permits inside Turkey. The only thing you have to show is maybe proof of fund that you can that can sustain you during your stay in Turkey, and then you will tell them that shebi visit lo wa she o de pon dandan o kúrò mọ́ kí ló wá kiri. So you have to prove to them what you're doing inside Turkey, that they don't want you to go. You left Nigeria or you left Ghana with tourist visa in before Turkey. You left with tourist visa, you got to UK, right? And then you UK, how after I say UK, you got to Turkey, right? And you spent like 6 months. So after that 6 months, instead of you coming back on that tourist visa, you decide to apply for residence permit. So they'll actually give you a residence permit for 1 year, provided that you can prove that you have enough money to stay in Turkey, and you can give evidence of whatever you are doing in Turkey, whether business, whether school, whether anything. So they will give you the residence permit. That has been the usual practice, but now things has changed. It is changed, man. So if you want to take tourist visa for Turkey, make sure it's going to be tourist, because and the thing is, the new tourist visa now for Turkey is 180 days. The validity is just 180 days, but even at that 180 days, guess what? You have to spend just 30 days. If you spend more than 30 days inside Turkey, what is the illegal immigrant? Do you understand? So that's why I'm saying it now. So if you have mind of taking tourist visa, maybe your agent have paid it up. Don't worry. When you collect Turkey visa, when you get there, they will give you 1 year resident permit. It is no longer like that again. No, it is not longer like that. Things have changed. Now, tourist Turkey visa, when you collect it, the tourist is the tourist, and the tourist is no longer long tourist again. 1 month, and it is valid between 3 months. But then they have to use just 30 days. They never say 31 days, not 32 days. 30 days, and you're back to your own country. Now, do you understand this simple alaye or just in case one agent apply for you, one person apply for you, that when you get to Turkey, you extend your visa, you will kinikon. Nothing. Even if you want to go on you have to, unless you come out, or maybe if you come outside tourist, when you come outside of Turkey and then you go back, what? It doesn't happen like that. So if you need if you are into residence permit, you want them to give residence permit, there are just like 3 major visas, Turkey visa, that can make them to give residence permits, and what we'll be discussing in this video. So erase your mind from that tourist visa, but then regardless, I am still going to tell you how to get it, because anyways. So guys, today we'll be talking about tourist visa, how to get Turkey tourist visa. If you watched it up to here and you've not subscribed, I don't even understand what I stand to gain in this life. Tomorrow, all my visa charity. So what are you using to encourage me? Subscribe, Javi. Don't ever allow me to shout. Thanks. So whether you are applying online or you are applying offline, all of you need the same document, except if you are applying online, you need supporting document, which means like your resident permit from either US, UK or Ireland. But then if you don't have resident permit from any of these countries, that means you have to go to the embassy in physical. And then where is this embassy? Where is the Turkey embassy? I don't know about other country. You just type it on Google. But my favorite country, Nigeria, you can say I'm putting on giving. In my country, Nigeria, Turkey embassy. Turkey embassy is located in Nigeria. It's located in Abuja. It's only in Abuja that it is that you can find Turkish embassy. So whether you are staying in Lagos, you are staying in Kano, you are staying in Kafasha, you are staying in anywhere you are staying, if you want to collect Turkish visa, you have to book accommodation, flight, this thing, go to Abuja, and better still you fly from there, so that you don't have to come back. But then when you fly from Abuja, you fly from Abuja to Turkey, you'll be eligible to 2 stopover. But then when you fly from Lagos, it's just 1 stopover you will see. So but then when you calculate the money of after collecting your visa in Abuja and then you fly to Lagos, that distance, I don't know, depending on the itinerary you see, depending on the itinerary that what you see. Anyways, let's dive right into it. So okay. So just sit down today, subscribe, as I'm tired of writing. So now let's talk about Turkish visa. So if you're doing it online, if you're not doing it online, all of you need the same document, you need the same requirement. I've told you the only difference, which is the supporting document. I want to use one Turkish visa. No face. So if I not take the thumbnail now, that's how somebody will forget, and it's already evening time. This hair showed me shaggy. Before I could do this hair, that it even look like something like this. Anyways, let's continue. So Turkish service visa, either you're applying online or either you're applying offline. So the first document is you need your name and your surname. The other one is the same. So if you're applying online, I'll be putting a website on the screen now. I'll put online. Then if you're applying in physical, if you're going to the embassy, I'll put in another link there. So the difference is just here. The first one that you can apply online, it has e-visa.tl, whereas the physical one does not have e. Anyway, I'll be typing it on my screen, so anyone that you fall into, So if you're applying online, you just click the link and then you follow normal procedure. Then if you are applying in physical, if you are going to the embassy, you click the link, you fill all these things I want to tell you about, then you print it out. Whereas if you are doing online, you will not print it out in Kakon. You just submit, then they will send you your visa to your email, to your email, then you just print it out. That one is your visa. Then when you get to when you get to Turkey, they will now stamp it for you. That's what they call e-visa. They will now stamp it for you. But then you that you are watching me, that you don't have supporting documents, you have to click that second link. I'll show you now, and then you fill this form. So both of you, whether online, whether offline, you need all this information. So any of the link that you click, you need your name, your surname, your date of birth, then your ID number. That's what I'm writing it. They might not say passport number, or ID number means the ID you're actually traveling with, you get, which is your your passport number, international passport number. Then your citizen, your country of residence, where you come from, your parents' name, type of passport. What type of passport that you have? Ordinary passport. They used to have type ordinary, diplomat, and this thing. So you pick the normal one, either standard or ordinary. I don't know what the option is gonna be. Then they will ask you the type of visa you're actually applying for. Which type of visa are you applying for? You pick it. Tourist visa, student visa, business visa, medical visa, any of these visa. Then the requested duration of stay. That's why I'm analyzing this thing. Requested duration of stay. I hope you watch this video to the beginning, because I made an explanation. If you don't watch it from the beginning, scroll, we went back. I gotta watch it from the beginning. So the requested duration of stay. You know, I told you if you are doing student visa, you pick your own normal date according to when your study your duration of course is starting. That one you can pick your date. But you that you are going on tourist visa, this is what you will pick. If you know that you want to travel next month, you pick this month date. Do you understand? You pick this month date. If you know that you are traveling next month, let's say this month now is March, I want to travel by April, so your requested duration of date will be March 1st till May 30th. Like I told you, is 180 days. So make sure that the day that you want to travel, the month of your travel is in the middle, because like I told you, you must not stay more than 30 days. And you know that before they even issue the visa and everything, so you pick March 1st as your first day of travel, whereas in real life you wish to travel April 1st or beginning of April or something. You might not even pick March 1st, depending on any month. You shall make sure that from the day you are applying, you add 180 days to it, or you extend it to 180 days. And everything that I am saying is that make sure that this thing that you had, you should make sure that you are not staying more than 30 days inside Turkey. That's the explanation that I'm trying to give. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? You get me? So if you know that you want to travel by April, maybe April 1st, don't go and put expected date as April 1st. You might likely not get the visas, and then before you submit, before you this thing, I know say the queue where they DSL and everything. So it's better you advance it forward. What am I saying? Yeah, as we want to start travel by April, yeah, it's better. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I don't know anybody's scenario the way they want to travel, so don't pick the exact date you want to this thing. Or better, so if you want to travel by April, make sure you apply by March. If you want to travel by May, make sure your first day is by this. You just forward it, you understand. Then the next one is information on previous visa application to Turkey. If you've ever been to Turkey before anything, so you fill the information details. Then info on previous trips to Turkey. So whether you've gone to Turkey before. So of course, if you've had visa to Turkey before, then you have information on previous trip. They're not talking about transit visa. Maybe if you enter Turkish flight, maybe to Russia or this, and then you have stopover. That one is not part of it. That one is stopover. It's not part of it. They're talking about real visit to Turkey. Then information on your spouse and children, if applicable. So if you have children, if you have spouse, even if they're not going with you, just put it. So whether you're applying online, whether you're applying offline, both of you now, both of you people, you fill the form. So for online person, that one will just click submit. Then you that you are doing physical, after filling everything, they will do this and then you print it out. So when you print it out, you that you are doing online, you are still waiting. You just did this corner. So you that you are going in physical, you print it out. When you print it out, you see what is the normal signature, this thing. So we print it out and sign it manually. Sign it only the day that you get to the embassy. Maybe you put your date, maybe 1st of March, and you now print it out 1st of March. Don't sign it yet though. Ojo to ba the embassy gone. Oh yeah, queue time for. That's when you now sign it as the day of your submission is the day of your signature, not the day that you type it out. Okay. So the next one is passport photograph. So of course, when the person actually asks me what's the cost of traveling to Turkey, so this form is free. The only thing is just spend data beyond NAIRA. So just go online, just fill the form. So you see that one we are not spending anything for it. So the next one is passport photograph. Of course, how would they give you this thing? But then you that you are online, you that you did online, you don't need passport photograph, because they will do they call it electronic this thing. So it is automatically synchronized with your international passport and your BRB, and that's why before you even get your resident permit service, be sure that you have the same name and this thing. So your own, you that you did online, I'm talking to the person that did online, you don't need passport. Your international passport is just you put your international passport number when you're filling the form. You will do online that I'm talking to him. So you don't need passport photograph. Automatically to synchronize together. Then in less than, it's not even up to 30 minutes gone. That's about in document. Once you have resident permit for either UK, US, it will make it very, very fast. Less than 1 hour ago, you'd have gotten your visa. So excuse me. So if you have resident permit for either UK or it makes it very fast. In less than 1 hour, they will just say your visa is ready, and then you print it out. That's it. Yeah, you are done. You see that it's not spent. Hey, don't be angry. You that you did online, still wait though. Still wait. So after you click submit, you that you click online, right? You that you click online. After you click submit, no, before you click submit, depending, you shall follow the procedure. You understand English the way they used to fill form now. So when you are doing, they'll now after they'll tell you to check all your data, if it's correct, you confirm your name, you confirm your address to be sure the name and the number and everything. So they'll not tell you to submit, and then they will now redirect you to a portal. Then you'll be asked to pay a visa fee. How much is your visa fee? Visa fee is ordinary 50 euros. 50 euros, baby. And how can you pay this visa fee? Of course, with your Nigerian card, with any card you get. Nigerian card limitation is 100 euros or this, so you can still pay that one with your card. You understand? It's just 50 euros. And you know that even when you pay it with your card, it's cheaper. So any card where you get, GTB, First Bank, UBA, any card where you get, you can pay with your card. So you just pay with your card online, and then it will automatically process it. Hey, don't be angry. You that you are going to physical, wait here. You that you are going to online, come, I'm talking to you. You that you are going to do your own online, right? So they will ask you for your name, phone number, and email. Make sure you give them a very valid email, because that is where they are sending your visa to. If you can't give them email that is not accessible, my dear, you have to reapply again for them to resend your distance. So make sure your email is very valid, your phone number is valid. So either they send it to your phone number or to send it to your email, but most probably email, because the thing will be like PDF you get. So once you fill your email inside the form, right? And then after the payments, they will send you an email confirmation. Thank you for the day is to say thank you. I don't know. They will just say thank you for submitting your this to Turkey Kinikon, expecting Kinikon, but it's always fast. It's less than 4 hours before you get first price. It's less than like it's just bang because that resident permit that you have for another country make it like very very sharp something. You get so they'll just deliver it to your email. You just print out the residence permit, your visa. The visa is always like paper. You know that this is your passport, right? So you just print out the paper. When you print out the paper, that's what you are going to add to all that document I'm going to talk about. So you that you are doing online, you know that we are done with you like that. You know we are done with you. So just stay here. Keep watching now because other document is but when we go paper and the embassy, the airport, the way they will do. Okay. So passport photograph, you that you are going in physical. The passport photograph should be 5 centimeter by 6 centimeter. Like I used to say, most times when you just get there, when you get to any photography this thing, just tell them you want to snap passport photograph. Just tell them Turkey passport photograph because UK one is 3 centimeter by 4 centimeter. Then UK is 3 centimeter by 4 centimeter. Turkey is 5 centimeter by 6 centimeter. So just tell them Turkey passports. They already understand, they already know the measurement. So even if you cannot take it in your area, because if the embassy is not in your area, those photographers might not know. But the thing is, since you are going to Abuja, I've applied for visa before in Abuja people, they're not like Lagosians that they will say passport, they will take 1 million or this thing. If you still get to Abuja, you can still snap passport. That passport photograph for like 1,000 naira, even 1,500 or worse for 2,000. If you bought it, you can still see it too. In Abuja, but you see that Lagos, they can take passport photograph is 10,000. So even if you get to Abuja airport embassy in Abuja and they are putting you can work as small, or maybe you should just snap it anyway. But just to be on the safe side, because those people are the Abuja this thing, at least they will know all the requirements. But I'm telling you, it's 5 centimeter by 6 centimeter, and of course it's going to be a white background. And of course, you know the normal requirements for passport photograph. Look into the camera, don't shy away, nothing must be in your background, straight face, your shoulder must be up, shoulder must be up, you know all those this thing. And no earrings, your hairs must be showing like this, your eyes widely open, straight face, all those things. Just the normal passport requirements. So the next one is the next document we're talking about is international passport. So even you, when you do online, say after that one where you don't print out, you still need your international passport. So you that are going to the embassy, hold your international passport. You got me? You now that are going in physical, how many documents you have now? You have your online visa form, you have passport photograph, and then you have your international passport. So usually they say international passport should be at least 6 months validity. Yeah, since if you're going on a tourist visa, it's just 3 months that they will stamp there. But my advice so shall make sure that, and it's not that your passport should be valid alone, no, because your passport can be valid and it should not have space. You get, so make sure you have valid passport with at least one page, one extra page. It should be more than one, because when they give you the visa in the embassy, they have to stamp it. Then when you come back, okay, still they'll stamp it at the back. At least have one blank page international passport for both of you. Okay, then not you, for you that are going in physical to the embassy, if you know that your international passport, you've traveled to other countries before, to any country, Ghana, Cameroon, as long as there's one stamp on your passport, make sure you do the photocopy of everything. In fact, just do photocopy of all your passport pages. Yes, just do all the photocopy. So anywhere that they put this, in fact, you just give the man, just tell them you want to do all the photocopy of your passport. Let them just do the front and back of. You just submit it with a later, but they will pick it. So if you know you've traveled that before, make sure you submit your evidence of itinerary, the country you visited, the visa, the number, and everything. So make sure to submit it. Then next is the one we've been waiting for, is proof of accommodation. You see, you that you did your own online, you say if you need it. Like I said it in my community tab. you having visa to a country does not mean that you've automatically really getting the visa, because they can actually deny you entry at the port of entry. See English. They can actually deny you entry, and it's correct now. They can deny you entry at the port of entry. So that's why I told you to wait, don't run away. So you need your proof of accommodation, where you go stay, whether you did it online, whether you did it physical. So you have two types of proof. Either you book an hotel or an hostel where you be staying for that 30 days if you are going on tourist visa. But if you're going on student visa, you know what to submit. Either your hostel or your accommodation in this station, submit evidence, and the evidence must have what? If you're going on a tourist visa, if you're going on a tourist visa and you're submitting receipt of hotel, the receipt of hotel must have the day you will check in inside the hotel and the day you will check out inside the hotel, just like receipt, and everything go better do 30 days law. You got me? So that's why I said when you want to pick your date, you have to like soon see what you. So let's just say you want to go by April, start applying by March. So just write your date booking April 1st to April 30th. That's what should be in your receipt that you submit with your documents. I hope you understand that. And again, before you book any accommodation, when you contact the host of the accommodation, anyway you're getting the accommodation, make sure you ask them, Biko, Bodami, my brother, my sister, in case they did not give me visa, is it refundable? Make sure it's always like a refundable policy. Most hotels in online they used to have it, but just to be sure, say it's a refundable. I'm not saying they will not give you visa, but just to be on the safe side, because you can even get them in real life. She's not like more concerned. So both of you need proof of accommodation, because you say that you not go to embassy. Your own embassy is at the port of entry. Shey you get? See I'm looking at person. So that you did your own online, your own embassy is at the port of entry. When you get there, they will ask you, where's your proof of accommodation? Where's your proof of this one? Where's your proof? They're gonna ask you. And again, depending on the country you are coming from, so if you're not booking an hotel, another way you can actually use to show your proof of accommodation is if you're actually staying with a friend, right? If you're staying with a friend, a family, maybe somebody invited you to Turkey or anything, so you actually show proof a proof of invitation by the person in Turkey, right? So you have to show the proof of invitation, the person that invited you to come to Turkey. And then if you are submitting proof of the person that of accommodation for the person that invited you to Turkey, the person has to have a letter of invitation, and then that is your own supporting document. Did you understand it now? You know that when I started this video, I was saying this is the reason you cannot apply online, because you don't have resident permits for UK, US or Ireland, right? Whereas this person maybe is probably a student in UK and this thing, but you are in Nigeria or you are in Ghana, you don't have this resident permit. So your own supporting document is invitation letter from the person that is inviting you to UK. Either invitation letter, either invitation letter of the person that is inviting you. Then another supporting document that you can actually use is the essence of this supporting document. I did not say it. I would have said it at the beginning. Anyways, like I told you, Turkey is actually located in the center of Europe and Asia. They have so many immigrants fluxing into the country. So that's why they are trying to regulate the amount of people that is actually entering their country at the time. So that's why they now ask for supporting document. So the essence of supporting document that they ask for resident permit or in Turkey, in UK, US or Ireland is because they know that when you have resident permit of either of these countries, that you're probably a student, that you just came on a visit. So that one is the proof of home ties. That's the proof that when you are done in Tokyo, you're going to go back to your UK, you're going to go back to your US, you're going to go back to your this and that. You're not going to stay there forever, you understand? But you don't have anything, you don't have any resident permit, what is your own proof of that you will not run away, that you're coming back to your home country? What is your own proof? Then your own proof is number one, invitation letter by the person that is inviting you to come to the UK. I keep saying UK, telling you to come to Turkey. The invitation letter. Then number two, supporting document is if you're actually a student, right, and you're actually a student, you just want to go and flex life in Turkey. In fact, you're a student, where did you see money? Where did you see money? EFCC, customer. Anyways, if you're a student and you want to go, you actually collect letter from either your professor, your dean, your lecturer, your anything, to actually show that you are a student of Gbogbo Tigbo University. You took permission from the Kinikon to go and do few holiday. Hey, is that English correct? To go and do holiday in Turkey. You are expected to resume back to the school on so date. So that means that letter has to carry the date that you will leave and the date that you will stay. So just imagine if you want to go by April 1st and come back by April 30th, and you go and meet your dean of study by March 1st. Ogami, mo fẹ́ lọ sí Turkey, mo fẹ́ lọ ṣeré díẹ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi kọ letter sí embassy. So your embassy will now write, so the dean, I be the professor, I be the lawyer, I be the anyone that is liable to actually write, kó ṣáà ní stamp, ṣàkódé ní letter headed, let it have letter, and it's not handwritten, no, typed. Why you go use handwriting? Show fellow Asuyan. Anyways, as I was saying, it should be typed by either your dean, you shall carry the letter headed. So any professor that you know you are close to, that you know this Nigerian professor, they will beef you. They will say, when I was at your age, I did not go to Turkey. So anyone that you know that is your party, let them type it for you, and then they will sign it. So in that letter, you know that is March, you are in March, or March 1st. That's when you're going to meet the man that you're going April 1st. You got. So you now type it that Mr. Kofowoshola wants to leave the school, will be out of the school to go and do vacation. You know that you will say it in a more professional English. I'm just explaining to you. You will be out of this. He took permission from me, the dean of study or Kinikon. They will be out of the school from March 1st from April 1st to April 30th to Turkey to go on a tourist visa, maybe with his friends, or to go and see a family member, or to go and we shall put your purpose of this thing inside the letter, and is expected to return. Very important. He is expected to leave by April 1st and expected to return by April 30th. Don't just type letter and say he's expected to go to Turkey and come back. The date must reflect, and the date that must reflect must tally with the one you filled online. So before you fill your form online, you have to be sure of your date. You got me? You got me? You got me? I be don't got me. Even if you are not, that's why I said before you travel, make sure you give it time before you apply for your visa. So it has to reflect on him. So that one is for students. If you know you are a business, you are an employer, you're working in the bank, you're working in the school, you're working, you have an employee, go and meet your oga that Madam Apamo, I want to go to Turkey just on a short trip. Please, I need a letter of consent and letter of waiting in the column Kinikon from you. And then with letter headed, of course, she's gonna type it Mrs. something and Kinikon one is expected to same English to leave Nigeria to Turkey on tourist this thing to go whatever you want to go and do there to buy anything, and she's expected to come back by Kini 30th of something. You got me? The same thing. No. So that one is your own supporting document. That's an evidence to show that for students. So a proof for if you're a student in your home country, that's to show that you have a valid admission in your home country. So you're not going to run away. So you just want to go there true for that tourist distance and come back. So for people that are self-employed, for people that are employed, that's to show that you have an active business. You're actually employed in your home country. You just want to go to Turkey true for like a period of time that you are gonna come back. That is supporting documents. Then for people that have business, hey, you have to submit your CAC, your tax ID, your tax registration number, everything that concerns your business. You have to submit it to show proof that so long you have a business in Nigeria that it's not possible for you to run away. So those are your own supporting documents. So when you now say, so with all these supporting documents, why can't I apply online? My dear, the reason you cannot apply online because that your supporting document I just talked about him, does he have international number? Does he have electronic tracking barcode? Does he have this thing? It does not have. Whereas this my dear here that applied online, that has resident permit of UK, US or Ireland, he has a barcode, he has a resident permit number. So when he puts his resident permit number, automatically, like I told you, he's going to synchronize with internationally. The thing will just go to UK embassy directly or US, or just to come confirm that hello Tony, our resident permit you are valid. But you that you can get a letter from your school, from your organ, from your district, there is no number to it. So it involves human being to review it. Do you now understand it? So that is why you that you don't have resident permit, you can't do online application. So online application is just for people that has residence permit. So if you don't have resident permit from any of these three countries, you have to use your leg, your hand and everything to walk out to the embassy and go and do your application process. You say, do you understand that? But even at that, you need supporting document. This supporting document, like I told you, is like proof of ties to actually show that you have something in the house in your home country that will make you to come back. So I've talked about for students, I've talked about for business owner, I've talked about for self-employed. So if you know that it's never for any of this category, if you're a married couple, like you have spouse, you have husband, you have this thing, you collect letter from your husband that I am Mr. Kofowoshala. I'm sure I'm using Kofowoshala. I'm Mr. Kogberegbe. My wife is to travel on the same April 1st, all of you April 1st, and I expected to come back. Don't forget, your date must reflect on that paper letter, or those go and come. It is a must, it has to reflect. So when you type it that way, when the embassy see it, they'll be like, okay, Olokonle Kole Salo, Olomole Kole Salo. And again, if your husband is writing it or your wife is writing, let it reflect that you have children. That's the reason Kole Salo. Do you not understand it? So can you see that I've covered for everybody? So whether you're employed, you're self-employed, you're unemployed, you're any of the employed and everything. So, and again, to actually buttress this point, if you are collecting supporting documents from your school as a student, don't forget to hold your ID card, because it's not just to go to Dean of Study. Anybody can just type the letter from Dean of Study. You have to hold your ID card to show that you're a real student of that school. If you're an employee and you're collecting letter from your organ that you are supporting document that you want to travel, you have to have either your ID card or your pay slip, if not even, or your pay slip, pay slip is very, very important to show that that organ has been active in your life. Like, that's just to prove that truly the person is actually like your employer. I hope you understand that. So your pay slip is important. Then for husband and wife that is writing letter to each other, you actually need your what? Your marriage certificate, your birth certificate, your anything, just to prove that the relationship between both of you are not like you just went to collect letter from any other person. So you have your marriage certificate, your birth certificate of your, so you collect your birth certificate of your children, and that's just to prove that you have a valid marriage together, you have a child together, but truly that's just to boost the supporting document. Do you understand that? So now the next on our list is, so now I've explained the supporting document. So if you're actually invited by somebody in Turkey, maybe one of your friends to say, come and pay me a visit, come and greet me and everything, if you actually have this thing, so the invitation letter, it should be there. The person there knows how to collect invitation letter, so you should have details of their contract, and this contract is their house. And that's because that's what I said in the beginning of this video. Before US tourist, sorry, Turkey visa, right? You can stay more than 6 months and extend and get your resident permit. But now things has changed. So now, if you actually say you want to stay with somebody, if you have somebody in Turkey and you want to stay with that person is inviting you, the person has to inform your his or her landlord in Turkey that his or her friend is coming. That landlord will now go to the home office of Turkey to go and do another contract. Before in Turkey, when a landlord actually rents house to a tenant, It's only one. We just give them contract, and that's it. That's the end. So if they like, they should put 10 people in a room. If the tenant like, should put 100 people. Nobody is aware. It's nobody's business. You get. But now there's no how two people will be able to stay in a room without the other person having contract. Do you guys understand me? So now, even if I rent a house in Turkey, I collected contract from the landlord and I'm staying, and I see one of my friends, I want to come and stay with me, I have to tell my landlord, you have to go and file for another contract for that my friend to have subcontract. So that means if you see anybody staying more than one in a room, that means the two of them have legal stay, meaning that the two of them have each contract, each tenants. That person has maybe if you have somebody that has roommates, that means the two of them, they have different contracts, not the same. So if you see anybody in Turkey that tells you, I stay in Turkey but my roommate has contract, I don't have contract, that means that person is staying illegally. Because if you are staying legally, if you have a valid stay, if you have a valid permit, in your valid permit, when you're submitting your application, of course they will ask for your proof of address, they will ask for where you're staying. So if you are just going to tally with somebody else, you say number 2 kinikon, and that one too is number 2 kinikon, they will now say, oh yeah, both of you come and explain your number 2. Who get this number 2 between both of you? Do you understand that? So no two person can use the same number 2 kinikon. You get? So it has to, so two people in a room has to have a contract. So if your friend is actually inviting you from Nigeria, from Ghana to Turkey, he or she, of course, even before you got the invitation letter, he would have filed for contract for you. So that's the evidence that you were attached to that invitation letter. Do you understand that? So you can't go to Turkey, even if you're going on a visa, without a contract to actually show either you are staying in the hotel or you stay with your friend or family, and even at that, they have to show a contract that just to file for you. You understand? But those in Turkey, they will know better. I'm tired. So in the invitation letter, you just have the normal, the details of the name, the occupation, what they do, and everything. Then your address, and of course they will have letter of invitee, your name, your surname, then the relationship that you have together. Why are you inviting the person? Shevel or shaking, that kind of thing. When I say this thing just didn't make sense now. The font house. I will not do font again. Anyways, the next one on our list, and I know that is this one that you guys have been waiting for. Please, this place is getting hot. Let me on this. I beg. Waiting that this video. What is video that used to make somebody talk like this? Please, people should watch my video. Let them monetize me. You know how much money is used to do AC. So the next thing is bank statement. So how much you need as bank statement? So for bank statement, what you need is 50 euros per day. So 50 euros per day times how many times you actually be staying in Turkey. For example, when I talked about the tourist visa that you're only allowed to stay for 30 days, so that means 50 euros times 30, how much is that? That's 1,500 euros. But then some of you might not be able, but then you might not be staying up to 30 days, so it's not by force you stay up to 30 days. But I'm just saying that that's the maximum days you can stay if you're going on a tourist visa. So depending on the number of days you're actually spending in Turkey, so that's 50 euro per day. 50 euro times the number of days you're staying. But if your host, maybe the person that is inviting you, like in the invitation letter, they used to have maybe something like, maybe I don't know, maybe optional data, something like accommodation, feeding, and all of that. So if the person actually tick it for you, that means the proof that you have to show, it will not be much. So the more they prove that they can handle your responsibility, the lesser the bank statement you have to show. But the maximum is 50 euros per day as normal. But then if you are covering up for your accommodation, for your feeding, for your whatever you want to go and do in in Turkey for anything, if they are taking it that they are responsible for everything, then whatever you have to show is you are going to show less than maybe 30 euros per day or this independent. And if they are going to show this, that means they have to submit their bank statements, their proof of this thing, or their letter of kinikon or anything like that. So they would have submitted or whoever will be sponsoring you it should reflect. So if either the person is sponsoring you, the person should have 50 euros per day times the number of days you stay, or you should have 50 euros per day. Any of the both of you shall have 50 euros per day. I hope you understand that. So the next one, analysis. So this bank statement should last for like 3 months, 3 to 6 months. But excuse me, they said 3 months, but I think on the embassy I saw 6 months. So just to be on the safe side, just do 1 year. But it said 3 to 6 months, like that. Then, so aside proof of support, another thing you should show is you can use other proof of income, maybe your pay slip, your salary slip, your proof of your spouse. Like I told you, anybody that will be sponsoring you, maybe your husband, your partner, your boyfriend, your anything. Can your boyfriend sponsor you? I don't know. He's still your spouse. No, come in, I don't know. So then aside that, the person that is inviting you, the person has to write a person inviting you, right? The person has to write letter of support that I support Miss Ashitemis with $1 million and she'll be coming to Turkey. You get So, and after writing the letter, the person has to actually prove their bank statement. So probably they have to send you their bank statement that you attach it to whatever document you'll be submitting. So they will write letter that they are the one inviting you, they can cater for your feeding, and they have to approve your bank statement. They have to send you their bank statement. You add it to the document you adding. Show 18 card documents in Spain. So if your host, the person inviting you, can actually prove that they'll cater for your feeding, for your everything, you don't have to show any bank statement. So it's just your host that will show it. But if the host just I'll cater for your accommodation, that means you have to show maybe like 20 euros per day. So depending on whatever your host say, I'll cater for all our accommodation at Tigbo. Understand that? So the next one is flight ticket. Like I told you, very important. You have to book your flight ticket, go come. So that's why I say it's important to apply before your travel date and before this thing. So your flight ticket has to be go come. So you are booking your flight from April 1st to 31st. Just you book your flight 1st of April, then to return 30th of April, like I explained earlier. So it has to be a round trip to show that you are not running away. So that's one of the supporting documents you get, show that you are coming back later. Then so another one is medical insurance. Travel insurance is very important. Travel insurance, anywhere European this thing going, they need to joke with it. Travel insurance. So since if you're going on a tourist visa, you need just 1 month, so you do just 1 month travel insurance, but you can do like 1 week travel insurance. Yeah, 1 week. So if you're going on a student visa, I think you do just do 3 months. 3 months travel insurance is fine. A bit 2 months and everything. Then the next one that you need is police certificate. That's to show that you've not been a bad boy, you've not been a bad girl, and you're going to be law-abiding citizen of this thing. So you see all this police certificate as well, you can get it in Abuja. Police certificate you can get for like 5,000, 10,000. It's like 10,000, and Abuja is one of the sweetest places. So where you can get it is what's it called, police headquarters. In this, just like police headquarters, it's not so far from each other in that Abuja side area. It's not that far, so it's like 10,000. I think I'm feeling the hair now. I'm feeling the ear. Obvious. It's up there. You buy certificate. That's also there. Hold it. So for those of you travel with children, so if you be traveling with your kid and everything, the same thing I will do is the same thing you apply for your child individually. Don't feel the only thing you feel inside your own form is feeling that, are you married, are you single, do you have children, how many children do you have, chicken. For your children individually, you have to fill their own form individually and fill their own data. So if I'm traveling with 2 children, that means I will have my own form, I will have their own form, I have 2 extra form and their documents too. Any of the document that you see that is similar. So the only document that will be next is then their own passport photograph, international passport, proof of fund. So if you are proving proof of fund, 50 euros per one person. So if you are doing for children, you know how much that is. So times 3, that's 150. But normally collector times 3. If adult is 50 euros per day, then children should be like maybe 20 euros per day or something. So just use normal initiative or 2 persons. But just to be on the safe side, that's why I said maximum is 50 euros per person. Just prove enough that you can actually cater for those children and then your spouse. So if you are traveling with your children without their spouse, without their mother, you need consent letter from your partner. Because of my wife told me that she's going away with our child. I'm aware. And I told you earlier, you have to show. Don't forget the type of letter that you have to come back. Then you have to show proof of the relationship between you through birth certificate when you had the child together, birth certificate, marriage certificate, birth certificate, any certificate, the partial artificial wedding, everything. So I guess that will be all. So I hope I've covered everything, right? Don't let me forget your yellow fever card. Very important. Collect you have to submit it with it. Either you submit it with it or you have to take it with you at the airport. Yellow fever card, very important. And then another one is Turkey is one of those countries that still requests for PCR. So you have to do your PCR before you travel. Depending on your country, Turkey requests for negative PCR at least 72 hours. I've explained it, at least 72 hours negative PCR. So Nigeria is still doing 54,000 something. So like I told you, it's better to get your valid vaccine card. Even if you get it, they still require you to do your PCR test, negative PCR test, and just do down for 54,000. But if you're in a country that they don't request for this thing, and that's it. So you need your vaccination card for yellow fever and typhoid disease. So how can you get this? When you actually get to the embassy as well, you can ask them at the embassy, or just ask the hospital before you leave. You can ask your family doctor that you need yellow fever card, you get, or just the hospital, they'll just write one card. They'll just take the card and just write your name or this thing, or ask your mom. Our mother kept all this card for us, or maybe you've traveled that before. So you need your yellow fever card and typhoid fever card. Okay, with this report of mine, I've been able to. So if I check and I feel like there's other documents I've not mentioned maybe for, so if you know you're traveling for other function, maybe you're traveling there for a program, for an event, for anything, of course that one is obvious. You have to show the proof of the event you're going for. And even when you're showing the event, if the person is hosting you, they have to show proof that they are hosting you. They have to show proof that they are the one accommodating you, going to give you feeding money, going to, like, they have to show, like the way I've explained, they have to give you something like as proof to this thing. If they are not showing, that means you have to do everything yourself. So far, that will bring us to the end of today's video. If you like and enjoyed it, make sure to click the subscribe button subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for telling me. Talk to you first. And this place is already small dark too. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.